Welcome to part 28 of Saints Row 4 Reelected. And in the last episode, obviously the voice of Julius betrays us. Because Zinyak had a better offer. Well, we're going to have to hunt that man down. So let's talk to Matt and get this out of the way, shall we?
If it's not too much trouble, I need to better familiarize myself with how the simulation works. I figure if I watch the changes to the code take place when you do a few different tasks for me, I should get a stronger grasp on the workings of Zin programming.
Fine, but I better get something out of this.
Okay, I'm gonna try not to sound too negative, but Kinsey basically hinted at this at the time that we got rescued, and of course we were rescuing Matt Miller from Zinyak. Well, now we're gonna have to go into Keith's alternate reality, and we're gonna have to check out what's going on and make sure that we make Keith David answer for betraying us. Cause see, here's the thing, his little stunt pretty much set us back, and set us back a lot. So with that said, we're gonna have to go after Keith David and put him down. Oh God, it's so bright! Why is it so bright? Hold on. We've got our weapons. We got everything we need. Hell, even the pump gun is infinite ammo. That, by the way, that's the gun that I have in my hand right now. So yeah, let's go in and confront Keith David and his bullshit, shall we? We need answers.
My fellow Americans, I know firsthand what this war with the Zen has cost us. How many more need to die before we realize that the time has come for us to put aside our pride and focus not on division, but unity? Does Zinyak have a strong personality? Absolutely. But then again, so did the previous president. And you know what? When I look at the two of them, I see more similarities than differences. Both have proven leadership experience. Both maintain their composure in high-pressure situations. Both have a love of Jane Austen. But most importantly, both of them will not stop until they get what they want. For this war to end, we need to stop rattling sabers and realize that victory doesn't come from annihilating an enemy, but by making an enemy your friend. All of us are heroes in our own stories. The time has come for us to grow up and have perspective. Earth will have its salvation, but it will come on the back of humility, not violence.
Cute speech. Where's the part where you talk about selling out humanity?
Humanity? Does that mean the 9 of us? Earth is gone because you provoked a madman.
I trusted you, Keith.
And I trusted you. The country trusted you. And look where that led us.
So what, you're putting your faith in Zinyak? Giving up your free will to be ruler of some bullshit daydream?
You don't get it. Zinyak said he can restore Earth. All I have to do is kill you.
He's lying to you.
Maybe, but there's billions of lives at stake. If he's telling the truth, what's one life for the greater good?
You sound just like Julius.
He was right.
Yeah, we have no superpowers in this. Sad. Oh wait, we do have superpowers. Why aren't I using them? Oh right, because I'm getting jumped. That's the thing. I am basically easily surrounded by... Oh, and of course the superpowers get pretty much nullified the moment the grenades come in. Fan-freaking-tastic. Oh, but thankfully I managed to get blasted just in case. So, with that said, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have to destroy every single... Oh, God, it's those things again. Thank goodness I have a rocket launcher waiting for them. And these things. This is supposed to be the actual first appearance of them. But whatever the case, I have enough rockets to go around. More than enough because they're infinite. Still, it'd be better off if I just killed off everyone with whatever weapon I have. Probably the Zen weapons because they're more than likely effective at this point. And again, I've maxed them out. Whatever the case, Keith David pretty much sold his soul to the Zen. And the only reason why we got attacked like that, and Keith David was the only one who was freed, was because of the fact that Keith David, again, agreed to turning us over to Zinyak. And we have a few guards left. Which, those are the goddamn murder bots. Why wouldn't they be? So, we gotta be careful whatsoever, because... Oh, wait, there's another one! One literally snuck up behind me! Oh, whatever. We're almost there.
I know where they're keeping Kinsey.
Keith, we had a deal, my friend. Now what am I supposed to do with a naughty little boy like you? Ah, enjoy your requiem, Mr. David.
Oh yeah, sure, Keith, let the Zen jump me. What kind of a friend are you? Well, whatever the case,
Keith! Where are
he
you,
managed
Keith?
to get away, and
Matt, do you have a line on Keith?
we'll get our
Miller,
superpowers
are you
back,
there?
but for
This is
now,
off to a great start.
I did say this was the last appearance of Roddy Piper. Well, here he is.
You gotta snap out of it! Snap out of it! Ah! Look, you crazy mother! Hey! Stay away from me! Keith, you know better! I'm telling you, you dumb son of a bitch! I'm trying to save your life! You couldn't even save your own! Keith! Listen to me! I'm giving you a choice! Get away from me! Let him go! They have him bad. Hey, I'm Roddy. Roddy Piper.
Hey, I'm the President of the United States.
Sure. Why not? Well, Prez, we got visitors.
While Piper's not too out of place in this game, them spending a lot of money on Roddy Piper instead of, you know, spending a lot of money to fix the game, yeah, that was a dumb move on their part. That's pretty much why Saints Row 3 was the way it was, because most of those lines by Hogan, and also many other famous celebrities like him, including RVD, they were asking for a lot of money for those voices. So, yeah, they pretty much put the quality of the game on the back burner for the amount of celebrity voiceovers in the game. And then, Saints Row Reboot, they completely threw away any and all quality and quantity. And the celebrities they got, they weren't even celebrities at all, or at least one of them wasn't. Yeah, needless to say, Saints Row definitely took a nosedive in quality because they decide to use all of their money for, well, swag instead of actually something important. But whatever the case, we just gotta get through this. Because there are Zen enforcers here, and some of them with shields. One of which had a, one of which had a Sid that was pretty much keeping him from being killed until I destroyed it. But he's up on the roof. And he's going to keep running. And by the way, Roddy Piper is on our side. We already have the... He just literally teleported up here. Yeah, this is definitely a game glitch. I know for a fact. Because at least Roddy Piper would actually follow you. They... How should I put this? When it came down to this game, your homies didn't actually teleport it to you in the 360 and the PS3 version of the game. No. It's only this version of the game, the re-elected version, where they just teleport to you for no specific reason, because your homies is just standing there doing nothing, even on normal or hardcore difficulty. By the way, this is on normal. And they're just not going to do anything until you actually, you know, get to your next destination, and then they're just going to warp there. Whatever the case, you got to destroy all the Sids to get rid of the barrier that's over Keith David. Get used to this, because this little mechanic is going to get really old real quick. So now we're going to have to destroy the satellite. And in order for us to do that, we're going to make sure that we're not shot at while we're doing so. So that's what we're going to do. And goddamn, they are shooting at me left and right. Where is Piper? Why isn't he watching my back? Whatever the case, we got the satellite disabled. Now all that's left is for Keith David himself. We gotta disable him. And that's the only way we're gonna stop this madness right now.
If you want to know where your friend is, now's the time.
And actually, that's it.
Where is Kinsey, Keith? Where did Zinyak put Kinsey? Tell me, Keith!
She's in.
So Piper just technically put Keith David to sleep and solved the whole problem. And this is the only appearance of Piper, mind you. Let's not forget that.
Keith, I think you have some unresolved issues.
You don't know half of it, kid. Now come on, we've got to save Kinsey.
Wish we could call Roddy for help.
No one calls Roddy for help. He shows up where he's needed most. Let's go.
And with that said, we're done. Yeah, kind of anticlimactic that the boss, Keith David, ends up being done in by a cutscene. You want to know what's even more anticlimactic? This is the last time we see Keith David for the rest of the game until the ending. I am dead serious. By the way, Piper can be called in as a homie, and so too can super homie Keith David. But at this point, there's not much left we could do at this point. Cause see, we gotta go rescue Kinsey, and that's the next thing we need to get off our bucket list. So let's do that right now. Since we still have more than enough time to do it. Let's go on ahead and meet Sid. We're already in the simulation. We gotta find Kinsey, and we gotta get her out of there. And remember, folks, in part 4, Kinsey was laughing her ass off about us being trapped in a 50s simulator. Oh boy, the hypocrisy's gonna be real with this one. I should name this part that, by the way. The hypocrisy's real. Not just with Keith David, but with Kinsey as well. Even though we're trying to save the world and Keith David blames us for the world being destroyed, yet he literally tries to kill the last bastion of humanity. So, yeah. Keith David's a hypocrite on that note. And Kinsey having the gall and audacity to make fun of me in a 50s attire, whether it's the Leave of the Beaver style stuff for the male and the poodle dress for the female. She has no right to make fun of anybody, actually. And she ends up having that same fate. And, well, looks like Sid's kind of freaking out there.
Here I go.
So, maybe I should
Let's
follow Sid?
follow Sid, cause Sid is not himself. By the way, bear in mind, if you haven't, maxed out your super speed, you're not going to be able to keep up with Sid. So, here we are, right where we need to be. This is where Kinsey is being held.
Bunnies don't seem very Kinsey.
And why is there a rabbit graffiti that's there? I don't know.
Secret room.
A secret room?
Oh wait, I've seen that emblem before. It was
Almost
in
afraid
a
to see what's in it.
poster on her room in Saints Row 3. So yeah, no telling what kind of kinky shit she's into. But, again, I say she has no room to talk because we're going to the 50s.
Are you sure this is the right place?
Absolutely.
The fuck is all this?
A map of the simulation.
Where are all the broken shillelaghs?
If it would make the map more understandable to you, I could create a hologram.
God, no, we're good. So can you find Kinsey?
In theory, yes. The time-consuming part will be identifying Kinsey's brainwaves in a sea of other data.
Find whatever looks the most abnormal. It's probably her.
Insulting, yet accurate. Good luck.
And we're back
Aw,
here
man, this place-
again.
Me.
And this time there's a profanity filter. Wow. Just wow.
Kinsey, come on, let's make ourselves
So,
scarce.
in order for us to actually get Kinsey, we gotta snap her out of her brainwashing. By the way, in real life, she's literally a vegetable until we do something about her here. So we had to do this now.
The flowers. We gotta go.
What?
So
What are you doing? Hurry!
now Kinsey is trying
Where'd she
to
go?
Ooh, that must have
get
been a
back to
decoy.
normal, but unfortunately, a
there are
rogue
any
program is stopping that from happening. And I can't use my superpowers, unfortunately. Don't worry, we'll end up getting Kinsey back by the end of this. And yeah,
I haven't had a ticket since
the Betsy will show up in the simulation. Thing of the matter is, the 50s won't. See, this is the only time, and the beginning of the game is the only time where you will see the 50s. And thankfully it'll be the last time. Because like I said, this is
Another
all for
Kinsey.
endgame.
Should I... Wait.
And oh my god. Well, we're gonna have to save Kinsey from being kidnapped by the police. And I guess the police is doing the damage for me. Okay, I guess that works just fine. That works absolutely fine. And boom. Time for us to beat the police.
I always
Well,
wear my
the simulation police anyway.
I really hope this is the real you.
So let's check and see about Kinsey.
that bump sure was a doozy, wasn't it? Get to
But
City Hall. Hurry!
we're gonna have to go straight to City Hall and get to the source of the problem. And you'll never guess who's the source of the problem.
Do you remember Cyrus Temple?
The paramilitary
Oh,
thought they tried to save America by
right.
destroying it, but
Cyrus
they had
Temple.
nuclear
You know, the guy we killed
Yeah,
back in part 1.
Please.
Well, somehow Zinyak made him a rogue program.
Oh, isn't that
And
fun,
now he's doing, well, stuff. And Kinsey ends up
Dad, I've got eyes
on
Cyrus.
stage.
He's like 20 years
Are you
younger and
frickin'
dressed
serious?
normal, more or less.
This guy is
Hook me
literally
up with some
dead.
firepower.
I can't.
And in order for us
I can't
to
listen to this garbage one more minute.
actually do something, we're gonna have to get the speaker boxes and do something about his speeches. And by the way, again, you have no superpowers. And as you disable the speaker boxes, more and more and more interference is gonna come. So bear that in mind. So the first one's easy to deal with. Second one, not so much.
Don't find a way to give me some kind of weapon.
I'm telling you, this simulation is locked. Oh, wait a minute.
Matt's excited.
Wait a minute.
This can't end well.
Matt actually found a way to get a weapon. So we gotta get ourselves a weapon, and unfortunately it's another dubstep gun. This dubstep gun, by the way, is a 50s dubstep gun.
What is this? Am I fighting or throwing a
Which,
block party?
you're gonna also have to power up as well. This isn't a skin, mind you. There are 3 different types of dubstep guns that you're gonna have to customize outside of the missions. So bear that in mind. On top of the classical one, you got the 50s one, and the actual dubstep gun itself. And now, as you're going on, propaganda trucks are... Oh my god! Thank god I don't ragdoll anymore. Because I would have been ragdolling like no tomorrow. And thankfully, the dubstep gun is actually infinite ammo instead of, you know, just having a cooldown period. Because until you power this up, it has a cooldown period, and you'll have to charge things up. So, with that said, let's go to the next speaker. We got, actually,
Shove these wires up his ass.
one more speaker after this one. And then we got Cyrus Temple himself.
One more to go.
More propaganda trucks are on their way, and now there's 2 of them. The only reason I'm not moving is because I bought all the
Oh, yes, I can stop
damage
this,
abilities. Like I said, if you want a challenge in this game, nuzlocke yourself and don't buy all the abilities. Then again, you want to try to progress, so it'd be a good idea that you do. I mean, not that like the game is easy enough as it is, but you will die trying to nuzlocke this. And by nuzlocke I mean... Oh wait, not nuzlocke, I mean going abilityless. Because nuzlocke means you're using only that one group for the entirety of the game for Pokemon. And I don't like nuzlocke challenges. It's just too confusing and hard. And whatever you catch, you're stuck with. God forbid I end up getting it Dunsparce, which I did for the Nuzlocke challenge, and it turned into a complete nightmare as I got smacked. And in case you're wondering, I tried to Nuzlocke Gold, and I caught a Dunsparce. God almighty, that was the worst. That was the worst at all. And by the way, that truck just teleported, in case you're wondering. Yeah, it just teleported. Good coding, guys. But whatever the case, let's just take complete and total care of the rest of these propaganda trucks, and Cyrus is the last thing we have to worry about. Ooh, thank God I have damage 4 and explosive damage no ragdoll. I would have died.
Sam Hill?
I thought this was a party. Let's dance.
That's it. This ends now, you hoodlum. You wanna dance?
And now we have to deal with Cyrus, and he does not relent. He has his powers, and unfortunately,
It's just
you don't either.
It wasn't much of a fight.
But at least you can use the dubstep gun to actually stun him for a little bit. Now, if I could just make sure I catch him. Hey, get over here. He's gonna jump to the rooftops, unfortunately, and he's gonna be a pain. He'll get down eventually. I don't mean like dancing, I mean get down eventually. There he goes. Now, for some reason, you still don't have your jump, and this guy does. Still, at least for the most part, you can heal yourself by killing all of the citizens that's in the way, let alone killing the police officers that'll drop health items. And never mind the fact you can regenerate. Oh, and he's got telekinesis. Why am I not surprised? Hey, but he did do more damage to himself than what he did to me. Explosions, no ragdolls, and fire 4. That's all that needs to be said. Now then, let's go over to Kinsey and snap her out of her crazy dancing funk.
Kinsey, let's get the fuck out of here.
Hey, you swore!
Well, at least we're able to swear now. And we're finally out of the 50s for the last time. Thank God.
Kinsey, you're okay.
You don't tell anyone what you saw. Do you understand me?
Kinsey, it really wasn't all that.
I said anyone.
Hey, you got it. I'm just saying, it was a cute poodle skirt.
And the hypocrisy is real. So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, we have saved Kinsey. She's back on, and now we have another dubstep gun that we don't need, and a propaganda truck that we also don't need. The propaganda truck actually blares 50s music throughout the entirety of the simulation, so bear that in mind. And with that said, ladies and gentlemen, we are literally close to endgame. No, I am not kidding, because not only do we have loyalty missions for Kinsey, but we literally have the remaining 3 missions for the game. So, with that said, we have the loyalty mission, which isn't so bad, but the worst mission of the game is trying to get the key. And Keymaster is a pain in the ass, so we'll have to worry about that in part 30. But from part 29, we have Kinsey's loyalty mission. This is RFman 985. Peace out and take care as we are getting closer and closer to the end of Saints Row 4.